Hello guys, today I want to show you the phone box entity from Amnesia, a machine for pigs that I converted over to the Dark Descent. You probably know which one I'm talking about, and if not, I'm going to show you a little display of what the entity is and how it works. It's very simple basically. Well, actually, that's a lie, it's not very simple, but I created some scripts for it to make it as simple as possible to use. So all you have to do is really take all these files that you can download in the description or on the forum and place them in your entities folder, and you just load it up in your level. There are two entities, there's the light entity and the phone box itself, but other than that you just place both of them in the same location. You do that, and other than that you paste in a piece of the script that I created for this entity. And once that script has been pasted in, it's very straightforward. You can just call it with a simple line. So I'm going to display right now how it looks in game in this test custom story I have right here. Here we have the phone box. It animates, as you can see, with the hammer going back and forth. It looks just like it should. This is the light entity I was talking about. Right here the hand disappears because of the interaction. It's possible to change, of course, if you add the interaction to an area instead of the phone, but that would take some editing of the script anyway. But the only difference so far from the real one is that the hand icon is not the phone hand icon, which isn't necessarily possible to do, as far as I know, in the Dark Descent, unless you're editing, like overriding one of the default crosshairs in a full conversion mod, not in a custom story. Anyways, once you hit the interaction on it, it's gonna start playing whatever audio is on the phone.
What did you put into the wine? My head. What is this thing? Get me out. I'm not up for your games.
And there we go. So basically, it glows green, the light is on when you pull the switch. It has an animation for pulling the switch. It plays the audio, has some subtitles, all that stuff. And when it's done, it goes back to default state. I don't think there's much more to say about it. The script is quite interesting, I think. I'd say, I think. But other than that, you don't necessarily need to know much about the script. You can just paste it in and it'll work. If you want to take a look at it though, it looks like this. Here we have the only script that you actually need to add yourself in order for this to work. Well, this isn't exactly required. However, it is a callback for the end of the function, if in case you wanted to display something. Now, I didn't have debug messages enabled, so you didn't actually see this message, but it did show up at the end, in case you want something to happen when the voices are done. Other than that, we have just some audio files that I was playing through. These are from ptest, aka Justine. And these are basically the audio files, and these are the lang entry files for the subtitles that I added, which are just right here. So this is the only line you really need to worry about after pasting in this script, which is a little extensive, I guess, but not too much. Start phone ringing. You first specify the phone box entity. After that, you specify an array of the audio files you want to play in order. So this audio file first and this audio file second. After that, you put in the category for the subtitles. After that, you put in the entries in the same kind of array. These two arrays should have the same amount of items in them. I haven't tested with different ones. It might give some issues. Like, obviously it should have the same amount of subtitles as audio files, but if not, then it might act a little strange perhaps, although I would assume that it just ignores the subtitles, but you never know. And then it has a callback at the end, which is this one. I haven't actually tested removing this and then seeing if it'll be complaining that it doesn't exist, perhaps, in case you just leave this empty. I should probably test that before I release this video. But other than that, you can add a callback if you want. Now, this is the actual script for the event itself. What happens? It's very simple in the sense that, well, actually, I keep saying simple, but I don't really mean simple, but for some people it's probably very simple. Basically just set some variables and get some length of the arrays that you put in here, but the important bits are that it plays the prop animations on the phone. It plays audio like the ring-a-ding-ding, and it adds different timers. Other than that, here's the add effect voice, which is the where it adds the audio, the vocals, the dialogue. Then it has a callback for the end of it. And other than that, you can read it if you like, but it's, again, fairly straightforward in the way you use it. If I open up my level editor right here, I will show you how the map looks. Open recent. This is just the map. It has a plane, it has the phone, and it has the light. They're both placed in the same location. It's just called phone box. The light must be called phone box light. Basically the same as the phone box, just underscore light at the end. Basically that's just the way I did it because I didn't feel like it was a very big detail to add a custom name for it. Like, obviously you can go into the source code that I wrote and edit it if you like, but if you're just gonna copy and paste whatever I wrote, then it has to be like that. Other than that, there's nothing you really need to change. It's just the script, start phone ringing, and it will start ringing, and once it's picked up, it'll start playing the audio files you specify in the same line. So that's all I wanted to show. This video is a little longer than what I really had in mind. I just wanted to do a quick little preview of it, but oh well. I do tend to drag things out, so though while I have you here, I guess I could just mention that Amnesia the Deductive Descent updated, I believe, yesterday. As of today, of course. It was a very small update. I didn't exactly read, I couldn't read anywhere really exactly what the change was, but it seems that starting the game, if you have a Steam copy that is, starting it via the exe file is now possible again. So basically mods are no longer restricted on Steam, which is good. Which also kind of makes this option obsolete, unless you want to run the game via Steam and have your friends see it. But anyways, that's unrelated to this video, so I'm going to end it right here, and I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you later.